Stop comparing with everyone. Do this instead. Have you ever scrolled through social media and seen a friend's amazing vacation, a colleague's promotion, or someone at a gym hitting their personal best and felt this knot at your stomach? Not quite jealousy, but it seems that you're falling behind, that you're in a race you didn't even know you were running. For the longest time, I thought success was about outshining everyone else. But I heard a simple idea that completely changed my perspective. And this is it. My goal isn't to outshine others, but to outgrow my past self. And today, I want to share a story about what that really means and how it can set you free. Let me take you back to my high school art class. I love to draw. It was my thing. Art was my thing. I wasn't the best in my school, but in my class, I was usually the one people will come to for help. I was the art kid, and honestly, I loved the identity. Then a new student joined our class. Let's call her Maya. And from her very first sketch, it was obvious. Maya was on a different level. Her shading was perfect, her lines were confident, her portraits looked like they could breathe. Believe me. And my first instinct was, it wasn't admiration, it was panic. Suddenly, my thing wasn't my thing anymore. Every class became a silent competition. I would sneak glances at her work and my heart would sink. I started choosing subjects that I thought will impress others, not that I enjoyed. My art became stiff. I was trying so hard to outshine her. Then I forgot why I loved art in the first place. One day, when it was the final project time, create a piece that represent growth. I spent days to come up with a pic that will be better than Maya's. And something happened. A day before it was due, I was skimming through my old portfolio and I saw one of my old sketches. They weren't so great. My my lines weren't so perfect. But as I flipped through the pages, I saw how my work has improved. I saw shading technique that I've mastered in February. I saw progress. And then I had a realization. I had been so focused on a person who was ahead of me that I was completely blind to how far I've come. Now, here is the lesson. There are two gardens. Now, this is the core of it. Life can be like tending one of two gardens. The left side is the garden of comparison, and the right side, the garden of growth. In the garden of comparison, you're always looking over the fence. Your neighbor's garden is greener, their flowers are taller. You pour all your energy into trying to plant the same things to make your garden look better. But the thing is, you're using their blueprint. You're not using yours. The soil is never right. The sun is not enough. You know, this is a source of constant anxiety because there will always be with someone that has a greener patch of grass. Now let's look at the garden of growth. In this garden, the only person you are competing with is the gardener you were yesterday. You're focused on your own soil. You learn what your plants need. You pull your own weeds and you celebrate every new bud, every inch of growth. Was your tomato taller or smaller than your neighbors? Maybe, but it's bigger than the one you grew last season. Now, this garden is a source of deep personal fulfillment. My goal in the art class got shifted in an instant. It wasn't about being better than her, it was about being better than the artist I was last semester. For that final project, I didn't create something epic. I recreated one of my first messy sketches, but with a skill I had learned. It was a direct, tangible map of my own growth, and it was the most satisfying piece I've ever made. Now, how do I apply this today? This is a practical takeaway. How do you make this shift? How do you start tending your own garden of growth? Here are two simple ways to start. First, measure backwards, not sideways. When you feel that pang of comparison, stop looking sideways at other people. Instead, look backwards at yourself for 3 months, 6 months, or about a year ago and ask yourself, what can I do now that I couldn't do before? How have I handled the situation? Have I learned? This isn't about ego, it's about giving yourself credit for the journey that build authentic confidence. Second, set personal benchmarks. Instead of saying, I want to be the best runner in my club, say, I want to shape 30 seconds of my 5K time. Instead of, I want to get more likes than her, say, I want to create a piece of content I'm genuinely proud of this week. Now, this is the most beautiful part. Your benchmark is your past self. That is the only race that truly matters and the only you can fully control. Now, here is a call to action. Outshining others is a fleeting win. It's like lighting a sparkler. It's bright for a moment and then it fizzles out. But outgrowing your past self, that's like building a lasting fire. It provides warmth, light, and fuel for you for a long haul. And this will fuel you your entire life. The most beautiful part, when you focus on your own growth, you stop seeing others as competitors. Instead, you see them as fellow gardeners. You can appreciate their beautiful flowers without wishing you had them in your own garden. You can even share seeds. So, your challenge for this week is this. The next time you feel that knot of comparison, ask one simple question. Not, am I better than them? But, am I better than I was? If this resonated with you and you want to focus on your own growth, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Let me know in the comment section, what once more way have you outgrown your past self recently? I'd love to hear stories. Thank you for watching, and remember, keep growing. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.